What's going on, Nebby Gang? It's Sleepy Lunal. I'm sorry that this video takes forever to edit and upload, but today we have a full Ogerpon theme team for you guys today. Ogerpon is one of the new legendary Pokemon that came out in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, Teal Mask. Actually one of the strongest ones that appeared with its own fun mechanics with using masks, and it's really nice. So Ogerpon has 4 masks. The regular Teal Mask that makes it pure grass type, the Cornerstone Mask that makes it grass rock, the Wellspring Mask, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, that makes it grass water, and the Heart Flame Mask, my English sucks, that makes it grass fire. These 4 Pokemon, out of all of them, I personally love the Cornerstone Mask. It's really cool looking, but it seems the strongest one has to be the fire one. And yeah, so I have a team of 4 to show you today. All these battles are taking place in the on the Poke Portal, so I hope you guys enjoy the first battle. So this first match is up against Mako? I don't know. If somebody can help me pronounce that in the comments below, that'd be great. But speaking of comments below, what is your favorite mask from Ogerpon's set? Mine, personally, as I said before, is the Cornerstone Mask. I just find it really cool. So we lead off here with the Wellspring Mask. I should straight up go for the Horn Leech here, not gonna lie to you, because this Politoed is a free, really good, this is like just a really good lead for me, considering it's Politoed. I didn't realize I had an Ice Beam, but I was like, oh, this is perfect, because this Wellspring Mask Ogerpon was, I believe, max special defense and HP. I personally do not remember. I'll probably put it on a screen somewhere. But I went for that second Horned Leech as they swap out into Meowscarada. It was just a free switch. They went for knockoff, so they are definitely protein, and they're getting rid of my item, but they can't get rid of my item because my item is the mask. Charm, just to lower its attack a bit, because I feel really comfortable just staying in this rain, considering I have Ivy Cudgel, which is now a water move, which is also Ogerpon's signature move in this game. It's really nice. Really strong. It has a high crit rate and a high attack. They end up sending out Dragonite, which I'm like, oh my god, is this Terra normal E-Speed Dragonite? And then as they Terra'd, I said, oh no, it is in fact Terra normal E-Speed Dragonite. It sucks. And I was like, it might just go for a D-Dance. So I went for Charm, just for like the safer play. So if he does, he'll be at -1 after Dragon Dance. He does go for the Dragon Dance, so he's +1 and -1 in attack, but +1 in speed. And it's just sad. And I was like, I might as well Terra here too myself, because obviously we go into Terra Water, but we also get a Spadef boost thanks to its ability, Embodied Aspect. I'm pretty sure. But it doesn't help us too much here, not gonna lie to you, considering this Dragonite keeps going for Dragon Dance, which is really scary, because now he's back in neutral. But he outspeeds the rest of my team. So they heal up a little bit. I go for Horned Leech. I wanted to start going for Ivy Cudgel in this rain. I don't know why I didn't. I was afraid he might switch into something else that will take an Ivy Cudgel really well. But then I looked at his team and I was like, Ivy Cudgel was kind of swept through this. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know what the thought process behind any of these things were, but I decided to just start going for Ivy Cudgel. Hopefully we get maybe a crit to take this out. Ivy Cudgel does really okay damage, not gonna lie to you. So it's also lefties, which doesn't really help him too much because he can't get out of a multi-scale range or whatever. He goes for Protect. I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. He's stalling out the last turn of Rain, which was this turn. I believe he stayed in for a couple more turns, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, he just goes in for E-Speed and hoping this would kill, and which it did, which sucks. But, there goes my Wellspring Mask, Ogerpon, which I really hate, because this was probably one of the tankiest Pokemon on my team. But then, I have a vision that Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon can actually do really well here. Because if he just has E-Speed as his main attacking move, because I've seen Protect, I've seen E-Speed, and I've seen Dragon Dance. I didn't even know what his last move was, which is crazy, but this Ogerpon was max defense, max HP with, I believe, an impish nature. He ends up having Roost. So I'm like, oh, so he really just only has E-Speed as an attacking move, which kind of is awful on this Dragonite. So I go for the Leech Seed so we can stall him out for a couple turns.
You can react to someone hating.
Sorry, that was my TikTok. I apologize. But I decided to go for the neutral play for Spiky Shield. Just see what he goes for. He went for Dragon Dance, predicting that. I'm like, oh my god, he's like super strong. Actually, no, not even super strong. He's like super fast now. But I have to stall out this Dragonite because he has E-Speed for days. So I decided to have Leech Seed and Spiky Shield combo because he just hurts, but not this. Because even if that's resisted, that hurt a lot. So I started just going for Ivy Cudgel. Hopefully I get crits. But that doesn't end up happening for a little bit. So that kind of sucks. But, yeah, we just get a little bit more HP from Leech Seed. And he's just really trying to stall out my moves, I guess. I don't know who he thinks he's going to stall, because it's definitely not Cornerstone Ogerpon. The other two masks didn't get the shine in this battle, which I hate. But Cornerstone actually did really well against the rest of this team. But I keep just getting that Leech Seed, you know, stalling. He ends up withdrawing, which I'm like, okay, who is he switching into? Maybe Zapdos or something, because he did have a Zapdos on his team. He went into Politoed to get the Rain back up, so I'm like, okay, so he's just sacking this and getting a free turn of Rain. I just went for Spikes as the neutral play. I should still outspeed this Politoed, knock it out, so whatever comes in next takes a little bit of spike damage, in case it has Sash or something. He ends up setting out Zapdos, I'm like, oh my god, this is perfect. I know this thing has Hurricane, so he goes for Hurricane. I eat this really well. And then go for Ivy Cudgel. This just completely one-shots the Zapdos. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. So Zapdos faints. He sends out Dragonite once more. And he takes damage from Spikes. And his Leech Seed, just stall him out. This is where he just cancels the battle. This was awesome, very funny. This was like a very awesome and funny first battle. Alright, on to the second battle we have here. This battle is against Andreas in the Poké Portal. Like I said, all these battles are taking place on the Poké Portal. He ends up leading out with Electros. So I started off with Rengoku, our Hearth Flame Ogerpon. I decided to Terra right away and go for Swords Dance because I wasn't too sure of like what this thing could have for me in terms of like moveset, because it's Electros. Come on. Well, I decided to just go straight for the Swords Dance just to scout out what it can do to me. We get a +1 in attack. We get our Swords Dance off, so right now we're +3. I believe this Electrox makes the neutral play to go for Acid Spray to lower our special defense by 2. So he was definitely preparing to do something behind us, like for his Pokemon in the back. He also Terras, and I was like, please don't, come on. And then he's like Terra Fire. I was like, this still kills because this is gonna hurt. I'm +3, and Electros doesn't have the best bulk in the universe. At least I don't think so. I go for the Stab Ivy Cudgel +3, and we just bonk that Electros into oblivion. So he basically wasted his Terra. But now we could probably have like a sweep here. He ends up swapping in his Clodsire. And I was like, let's see if we can one-shot this Clodsire, because Clodsires are fairly bulky. So let's see if we can either get a crit or kill. It just barely misses out on the kill. And he has a Citrus Berry on it. I'm pretty sure this was a Citrus Berry. And then he hits us with a Yawn. So it's either we swap out or we can take this out really fast and then go to sleep. I decided to swap out. I don't know why. But we ended up going into our Cornerstone mask, Ogerpon. and he read us like a book and went for recover. So I'm like, oh no, we're back to square one pretty much. I decided to stall it out with Leech Seed. Got Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, at least the way that I built this one. It's such a nightmare to get past. Because it's so bulky on the defensive side. It then goes for a curse. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought this was like... It might have been the Unaware set. I thought it was maybe Poison Point. But I decided to go for neutral play, go for spikes, you know, for anything that swaps in after it. So that way they can take a bit of damage. It goes for Yawn again, so I'm like, okay, I have to switch again. This is so annoying. Because I just don't want to put my Pokemon to sleep. Because if one of my Ogerpons go to sleep, I'm pretty much done. So I swap back out, but this time I go into my Wellspring Mask Ogerpon that I named Drown. Eat a Earthquake, because it just went straight for Earthquake. I'm like, okay, pretty neutral play, pretty neutral play. We resist it. But we get that Leech Seed, and I believe this is where he cancels the battle. Because I had two Pokemon that just walled that Clodsire so well. So yeah, there you go. He cancels that, and yeah, that's pretty much that match. I'll see y'all in Battle 3. Alright, this is the final match of today's video. This is up against... I can't read that. I'm sorry. If someone can translate that in the description below. I mean, not the description, the comments below. That'd be great. But they lead off with their Hearthflame Ogerpon. I led with my Wellspring one. I was like, oh, this was not the Pokemon I thought they were leading with. I thought they were leading with Garchomp for some reason. But this is just an Ivy Cudgel, face off here. He goes for his, I go for mine. And I'm like, I just don't outspeed. And anything that swaps into this will just go down anyway. So I decided to sack off my Wellspring. Sadly, he got a crit there. That crit definitely mattered. I then sent in my own Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon. Decided to Terra here because I feel like that would just been the better play. And plus, we'll have a free +1 in attack. So, and plus, I'm kind of confident mine outspeeds his. Or we're either speed tie and I just hope I win. Either way, whatever comes in is going to get bonked in the head. So, we do thankfully win the speed tie. At least I think this was speed tie. Go for our Ivy Cudgel. Get rid of his Hearthflame Ogerpon. And that's one Pokemon down out of 6. He then sends in Glamora. So I'm like, maybe I get greedy here. Go for Swords Dance. Because maybe I could live one move that this thing comes out. Like, that uses this. And he goes for Power Gem instead of Stealth Rock. I'm like, oh god. We live at 21 HP. And then I go for Horn Leash to get all that health back. If that Power Gem crit us, our sweep would have just been dead right there. And I think we actually would have lost because I don't have my Wellspring Mask anymore. So that kind of sucks. He then sends in out his Dondozo, which he immediately withdraws and sends in Garchomp, I'm pretty sure here. And I just knock it out with a Horn Leech. Since we're a +3, we kind of just have a sweep going. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to use the pure grass Ogerpon at all during these battles. Like, not too much, because it would have been cool. They decided to go for their Terra on Goldingo. And I was like, Terra Ghost, Steel, something that resists fire. But no, he's Terra Ghost. And I'm confident I outspeed this thing for sure. Because I don't even think this thing is Scarfed. So we just go for our Ivy Cudgel. We do outspeed. And we just bonk this Goldingo into oblivion. Completely wasting their Terra. I honestly just feel like Hearthflame Mask is just utterly broken. And the only setup it has is one Swords Dance. And thanks to its mask, we get +3. We just go for Horn Leech, take out the Dondozo, you know, take out the trash. And then I believe their final Pokemon was Sylveon. So yeah, I think you can figure out how this ended. We go for Ivy Cudgel. Just hit that button. But again, leave a comment below of what's your favorite Ogerpon mask form. And let me know what other theme teams you guys want to see in the future. I want to use more interesting Pokemon. Maybe we'll get a theme team of the Loyal 3 in the near future. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. I'm sorry if my commentary is very talkative and very fast, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.